Oh my goodness, what should we use? Should we keep using WordPress for blogs or should we use High Level for blogs? Which one is better for SEO? Which one is better for semantics? Which one is faster? Which one is cheaper? Bleh. Which one is easier? That's a question that you see a lot in the High Level group, and it's a valid question. We've all been living on WordPress for decades. Even I have. Hopefully this video will clarify the difference between the two and which one you should use. I'm going to tell you right off the gate, I lean more towards the High Level, and I'm going to tell you why in this video. But as always, it's not really which one is better situation, is which one is more suited to your particular situation. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with a particular topic, High Level has a blogging feature inside of High Level, which is really great for SEO and for content, for having everything all in one place, okay? It's the closest all-in-one tool we have on the market, and that's also true for e-commerce and for blogging. And on the flip side, you've got WordPress. WordPress is a PHP/MySQL application that was written decades ago, back when it was WordPress 0.1, and since then it's grown, and it's the most popular blogging platform on the internet, bar none. I will 100% agree with that. My biggest blog at stopdoingnothing.com is still on WordPress, and it's hard to get rid of because it's so flexible. It does so many things so cool. So here are Patrick Allmond from Stop Doing Nothing Media. Here are my reasons why you should consider one over the other, okay? First of all, I'm going to basically talk about why you should lean into High Level versus WordPress for blogging, okay? 3 quick items here. Number 1, ease of use. You are paying for High Level every single month. Why in the world would you not use every single feature until you can't use it anymore? Why would you not squeeze that orange until the very last drop of juice comes down? You're paying for High Level every single month, and you should use the heck out of it until you can't. There are even features in High Level that I won't use because they're just very basic features and they don't get the job done. Blogging isn't one of them. Every new client we pull in for our agency support program or into Playmakers, we are setting them up with a brand new High Level blog. Their funnels will be in one place, their website will be in one place, their e-commerce store will be in one place, their blogging will be in one place, which means their SEO will be in one place, which means it's just an easier world if you don't want to be a techie. It's just all there, and it's free. Every single time you fire up a WordPress blog, it's going to be whatever the monthly hosting cost is, okay? And also in my second point, so that was number 1, okay? My second point is that High Level is always releasing more and more features, and High Level features will always favor their other built-in features. So for example, Search Atlas is a feature that recently came out for the integration High Level to help you improve your SEO. The Search Atlas integration is going to work better or probably exclusively with High Level websites, High Level funnels, High Level blogs. And there are going to be more and more features that come out like that in the future. And High Level, to their credit, is going to 100% release them to integrate with other High Level things first. It just makes sense. So if you go the WordPress route, you're going to be hung out to dry, and you're going to be crying one day in the Facebook group going, oh, I have a WordPress blog over here, and it's not working with my Search Atlas integration over here. You know what? You don't get to whine if you chose to use WordPress, okay? It's 100% going to favor High Level integration. So that's another big reason to use it. My last reason, and probably one of my biggest ones, is what do you want to do with your life? Do you want to be a WordPress expert? Do you want to be a PHP expert, a PHP version expert, a MySQL expert? Do you want to do all that stuff? Do you want to be a plugin conflict expert? Some people are techies, and I used to be like that in my younger years, and you love solving technical problems. You thrive on the fact that, oh, doggone it, my theme files don't work very well with my WooCommerce files. I'm going to spend 48 hours and abandon my family and my friends and my pets and just work on this really weird plugin issue, and who cares about anything else, okay? Do you want to be that? Or do you want to be the person that travels, that sees the world, that hangs out with people, that goes to coffee shops, that does live streams? Do you want to sell more? Okay? When you answer that question, the answer kind of becomes clear. I don't want to be a WordPress expert anymore. I used to, a long time ago, used to love WordPress, still pretty competent at it, but right now, March of 2025, can't stand WordPress, and I'm trying to get away from it as much as possible. I want to be the kind of person who sells more, who helps people more, and I do not want to be a WordPress expert. And with that said, I'm going to slip into a quick number 4 here, or a 3A, depending on your point of view. Support. When something goes wrong inside of your blog, inside of High Level, there's people you can call. There's people you can live chat with. There are people you can Zoom with. There are product managers, okay? You will get absolutely none of that with WordPress. If your WooCommerce integration is not working with your Divi theme builder, you know what? Divi's going to say, disable WooCommerce, and it'll work, not my problem. And if you go over to the WooCommerce guys, of which there is no formal set of WooCommerce guys, the WooCommerce guys are going to say, disable Divi, not my problem. When people write WordPress plugins, they write them in a silo. Basically, it's like a little set of code, a little set of PHP code that they're writing, and they get it working perfectly in their environment, and they put it out in the public, and then, you know what? It may or may not work with your plugin. There are thousands upon thousands of plugins, and plugin conflict management is a huge pain in the arse inside of inside of WordPress. I'm going to go back and edit that out. Inside of WordPress. And I know this firsthand. There are times where I've had a completely vanilla WordPress install. I installed WooCommerce, okay? Got WooCommerce all and running. And then I installed some kind of theme, I believe, and immediately WooCommerce broke. You know what? I had zero support and I had zero interest in fixing it. So I immediately took my e-commerce off that platform. And I think at that particular time I was on Shopify. So I moved the e-commerce over to Shopify. But from that point forward, that may have been the milestone that made me decide to start getting away from my WordPress years. WordPress was really popular at one point, but these days there are so many other good website builders out there that I favor everything in the world versus WordPress. Now, let's flip the script a little bit here, because you're going to go find people in the WordPress community and in the community I'm part of, the High Level community, who are going to 100% favor WordPress. WordPress does have some advantages. Okay, I didn't make a quantifiable list, but off the top of my head, 1, if you're someone who likes micro control, if you're a developer, a database designer, or you want to develop a bunch of custom stuff for your blog to do things, then you cannot do that inside of High Level. You have to do it inside of WordPress. So if you're someone who knows you're going to customize the heck out of your blog, not your layouts and things like that, but like the actual functionality, then WordPress is obviously the better option. In my opinion, both are fairly strong on SEO. However, the semantic web, which is slowly growing painfully over time, that is more favored in WordPress. So if you're someone who is going to go really, really deep into SEO, and by really deep, I'm not just talking about optimizing your meta information, optimizing your blog posts for search atlas integration. I'm talking someone who's going to use semantic labeling on the objects inside of your blog posts, then WordPress 100% would be the better choice, because High Level has no semantic labeling inside there. You could probably do it manually, but there's no semantic web features built into the High Level blog, okay? And also, if you're someone who you're someone who wants to be able to move your blog someplace else. High Level blog is only going to stay inside of High Level. It's not going to go anyplace else. You can't export the High Level blog and move it over to someplace else like you can with WordPress. Now, to me, that I'm not really sure if that's an advantage or disadvantage. Once I've committed to the High Level platform, I'm not going to be interested in moving it someplace else. If I have to at some point, I'll cross that bridge when I find it. But to me, that's not a huge factor, okay? I like being able to log into High Level. I like having everything in one place. I like being able to have a support system behind me. And for that reason, in March of 2025, Patrick Allmond will 100% rave over the High Level blogging platform. I'm building new blog posts on it. This video you're watching is going to now be on my High Level blog once that blog post gets scheduled. And all my new content, whether it's AI hybrid content or new original content or videos you're seeing like this, they are 100% going to be on my High Level blog, and all of my existing WordPress platforms that I have for me, not necessarily for my clients, but my existing content, like on stopdoingnothing.com, where I have hundreds of blog posts that are well indexed, I'm going to be slowly migrating that all over to High Level. Hopefully that was useful. Please leave a comment below and let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to talk about when it comes to this particular topic. Take care.